they are not the one. I had to be the messenger to tell you this, but they are not the one. So here are 7 signs to know that they are not the one for you. Point number 1, we are going with, you do not have a divine connection. Okay? A divine connection means a connection founded by God. Okay? God connecting you two together. Okay? There is that connection. Okay? That you'll feel like this is from God. And there is that connection that you'll feel like this isn't from God. So if you happen not to have a divine connection, the feeling of knowing that God is in this relationship, especially if you are a Christian and living according to God's will and commandments, and you involve God in everything you do, you must have that feeling that this is from God, and you have the discernment to know that this isn't from God. So divine connection is the first thing which people tend to overlook, but it's really a very important point to look at. Okay? Point number 2, different lifestyles. Okay? Different lifestyles. You are a child of God. You are living in obedience. Okay? You are obeying God's commandments. You are walking in His will, and this other person is the opposite of you. Don't ever in your life say that you can change them. Don't ever lie to yourself that you say you can change them. No, I can bring them close to Jesus Christ. If I am saved, I can bring them to salvation. You can never. You are not Jesus Christ, brother and sister who is watching this. You can never. Okay? They have a total different lifestyle. They are living for the world. Okay? And you are living for Jesus Christ. Okay? They are not spiritually mature like you. They are spiritually immature, and they will be used by the devil to lead you down to hell with them. So avoid that person. She or he is not the one for you. Okay? Point number 3, different beliefs. You two should be believing in one God, and that is Jesus Christ. Okay? You two should be believing in God, and that is Jesus Christ. Let's start from there. Even the devil believe that there is Jesus Christ. Okay? But believing is not just the only point to look at. You should believe, and you should living according to God's commandments. You should be walking in God's will and obeying His word, living in His word. Okay? Not only believing, you'll know them by their fruits. They'll talk, but you'll know them by their fruits. So if they having different beliefs, you cannot be a Christian dating a Muslim. You cannot be a Christian dating a Hindu or any other religion that is not believing in Jesus Christ. Okay? Take it from me. Take it from the Bible. Look at Samson. God told Samson not to have a Philistine woman. Look what happened. Look what happened. Okay? I'm not saying anything. Take that lesson from Samson. Delilah was used, and Samson's destiny was cut short just because of disobedience, just because of marrying a woman who was out of God's belief. Okay? They were believing in idols. They were believing in calves, worshiping idols. So take it from me, brother. Don't date anybody who has a different belief in you. If they don't believe in Jesus Christ, leave them alone. Okay? Point number 4. We have they haven't received salvation. They haven't received Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. Okay? You as a brother, you are saved, or you as a sister, you are saved, you have believed, you have accepted Jesus Christ in your life. How can you be with somebody who hasn't accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior? You're just looking to jeopardize your relationship with God, and God will punish you for that. Because how can you be with somebody who hasn't spiritually accepted Jesus Christ as his or her Lord and Savior? How? So they must be saved. They must accept Jesus Christ. They must have salvation. They must be transformed. And accepting Jesus Christ means accepting wisdom, accepting peace, accepting joy, accepting happiness, accepting transformation of the mind. Just accepting Him means a lot. Like your life literally changes. So take it. If they are not saved, brother and sister, they are not the one. They are not the one. Point number 5, they are not honoring God's commandments. Okay, these people are still living in sin. Okay, you cannot be with somebody who is still living in willful sin. Their feet are in a hurry to go and sin rather than avoid sinning, fleeing from temptation. But them, they approach temptation. Do you know that the devil does not bring you temptation? The devil sees what you desire, then tempts you with what you desire. So if you desire women, if you desire women, the devil will bring you a bunch of good-looking women, and you'll fall. Okay, it's your heart. What your heart desires is what the devil will use it against you. So these people can be very vulnerable and used by the devil to humiliate you, to make you miss your blessings that God has for you. So leave them. They are not the one for you. Okay. And point number 6, we're going with they haven't healed. They haven't healed from their past relationships. They still have broken wounds. They have wounds. Okay. And they will use you as a temporary bait to just fill up their void, their empty void which they have temporarily. Okay, these people will be used by the devil. Okay, they will waste your time and you'll cry. You'll come here crying. They are not ready. They are not healed. They will use you, and when their mission is accomplished, they will hop on to another person. They'll hop on to another person. Okay, that's what the devil is using them to do. Okay, so take heed of point number 6. And point number 7, these people, he or she is still struggling with a heavy sin that is ancestral. Okay, and this sin requires for them to accept Jesus Christ, requires for them to fast, requires for them to pray, so that this sin can be so that they can be delivered from this sin. Okay, that's the only way. Okay, and such type of sins, these are sins that are fleshly, sins that you sin with your flesh, such as being drunk, okay, intoxicating yourself, sexual immorality, pornography, masturbation, okay, lust. These are sins which you must fast, pray, fasting and praying, so that you can break these sins. And if they are struggling with this, brother and sister, leave them. They are not spiritually mature and spiritually prepared. Okay, so take heed of these points. Okay, make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you follow me for more videos. Save this video, share this video, please. Peace and blessings.